Hello again. We're talking again about the glory of God. So continuing from yesterday when we spoke about what it is, and also we spoke about the crisis of the church, so the urgency of the need for the glory. But today, I want to give you another reason why the glory of God is important. Here it is. The glory of God was the clothing of man. For example, it would be strange to see a bird without any feathers. It would be strange to see a sheep, without any fleece, just completely, just like flesh. So animals had their covering, and man also had his covering, and it was the same covering that God has, and even the angels, because they dwell with him in heaven. It is the very glory of God. And this explains the reason why the man and the woman were not ashamed, though they were physically naked. They didn't have physical clothing, but they were not ashamed. There was not any problem because they were covered with God's glory. Somebody says, where does it say that? Glad you asked. If we look in Psalms, we will see that it tells us, I believe somewhere around Psalms 8, that God crowned man with his glory. Okay, now here's what I want us to understand. When man fell, he lost the glory of God. When man sinned, he lost the glory of God. You say, where are you getting all this information? Glad you asked again. Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. So sin removes the glory. Okay? And that is why man in the garden lost the glory of God, because there was no backup plan. The current design that we have as Christians, there is some, better way, or maybe I can say a different way, whereby we sin and God doesn't take his glory back to heaven, but definitely we cannot walk in that glory with sin in our lives, unconfessed sin, habitual sin. We will never manifest the glory if we're not living holy lives. So the second reason is that in the beginning, the glory was the covering of man. Therefore, God never makes backup plans or plan Bs. If the glory was the covering in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. While we're living at the end, and the glory is our covering for today. Let's think about that until tomorrow. Bless you.